I remember one time, yeah, like my parents used to always lock my door a certain way.
Yeah.
And then one time I got cheeky and I went to the stairs. I just wanted to listen to what everyone was talking about. My dad bust the door and the way I ran, he heard me. I jumped, innit? So he's heard the poof. You know what he said to me? He didn't even come into the room because all his friends were there. He's gone, tomorrow. He's gone tomorrow. So I couldn't sleep with the conscience, bro.
You know.
What do you mean tomorrow? I wanted to go upstairs and say, do it now. Do it now, 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 do it now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it now.
Hello, I'm Mikel Antonio. This is Outside the Box. This week we got Harry Pinero, YouTuber.
Talk to them.
Influencer.
Oh, tell them again.
No, he's not Playboy anymore.
Yeah, I'm retired.
Man's retired Playboy.
Vibes Cartel, though.
Vibes Cartel.
They know.
Yes, thanks for coming, man.
Oh, bro, this is more of a dream for me. So every day you get to sit down with Premier League players.
Yeah.
Guys who score goals when they want to. You know what I'm saying? So
I try, you know.
But you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. No, I'll be honest. You know what it is? I just wanted to sit down with you properly because I feel like I'm a fan of you. But deeper, I've met you a few times as well, and you've just always been stand up. So I feel like it's only right I come and sit down with you, bro.
Obviously, we're both from South London.
Yes. Other side of the South London.
Other side of the South. I wouldn't step foot where you grew up. You wouldn't really step foot where I grew up, type thing. But you know what? It's just one of those things where South is crazy now. Like where
it's always been crazy, man. Do you know what it is with South here? It's such a small place, and everyone knows someone that knows someone.
Yeah.
So I probably know someone that you know. You think, what? I've known him for years. It's always kind of been like that. But one thing I love about where I'm from, where probably you're from as well, is the sense of hunger that we've all got. Like I feel like that's why we're in these positions that we're in now, innit? I feel 100%. Like we've gone through certain things that like you can't go through that and not learn or have a different way of life or thinking when you've gone through that stuff. So I feel like that's why we all connect when you say you're from South.
Definitely. So as we're talking about hunger and everything like that, I wanted to know, how did you get into your situation? How did you become an influencer? How did you become a YouTuber? What made you want to do this?
Do you know what it was? Like for a long time, since I was young really, I've always kind of just been like an entertainer.
Yeah.
Not someone that you would associate as being like a class clown or anything here, but I just always love having fun in it. I thought like I hated the silence and awkward situations. I was the type of person, if it's silent, I just make a joke.
Yeah.
Just to cool the room, innit? You get me? It's been like that in school, it's been like that at home. So that's always something that I've had in me. Like when I was younger, I remember like when my mum and dad would go to work and it'd be me looking after my sister, yeah. Like I'd watch like Jamie Foxx or like My Wife and Kids and reenact those funny little scenarios because I just always felt like that is humour on another level. Like for you to make me laugh constantly, every time I watch that, that's real humour. So I always wanted to like emulate that, innit? But because I was where I was from and the stuff that I was doing, there was no real person to come out of the industry or come through the end, to the industry, being themselves, really, innit? You actually had to be someone or be a mimic or the only black people we ever saw do that was Lenny Henry or Richard Blackwood. And that was it. Do you get me? So I thought, long day, never going to happen, innit? So I was just doing football, innit? I love playing football. Obviously, knee injury stopped me. You know what I'm saying? You know the knee injury. So that's happened on what's that called?
Bro, every man I know who's not being pro had a knee injury.
I'll be honest with you, it wasn't even knee injury. It was more... I remember one time I was playing football in my little park here. My dad lives like opposite. Like we used to live opposite here. So he'd always watch me and then after like 10 minutes, he would call me to come into the house, innit? Yeah. So I said to him, I live near Millwall. And I was like, listen, Millwall are doing this scout stuff. Like I go there every Saturday to play. Can I go? He's gone, I've been watching you. You're not, I don't see anything there. Well, you know he said that to me. Obviously, as a young boy, you want your dad to gas you. He killed that dream early.
That's black parents, bro.
Early, bro. So
listen, when I was 16, as soon as I got to the age of 16 and I can start bringing money in the house, and I was playing football and I was not bringing money in the house,
kick you out.
My dad's like, well, you need to go get a job. I was like, Dad, I'm trying to become a footballer. No.
They don't see the vision, bro.
Get a job. Bring some money. How do you keep coming to me, ask me for football boots when you could go to a shop and buy them yourself? So, like, my dad was not about football.
I feel like we've all got the same stories, innit? But the same, so going back to your question, it was more a thing of like, I had to do something that I actually loved doing in order for me to be happy, innit? Yeah. So football was that thing for me to be happy. Didn't work for me for obvious reasons. But then obviously I tried to do other things in my life, like, you know, IT, got bored of that, went to college, didn't really find anything that really like made me want to do it. I was only doing things that like my dad would say work. You know, I'd speak to my dad, he'd be like, look at these industries that they can make you 50 grand a year or 45 grand a year. And I was thinking, you know what, that works, innit?
Yeah.
But it worked for me. So obviously, man's from Peckham, so my environment is what influenced me, innit? So I'm a product of my environment. So if I'm going out and I'm seeing my friends play football who I kick ball with, and then after football we're going to go and chill in this person's house and do what we're doing over there, then that's kind of where my mind went in, and that's the kind of stuff I started doing. So my dreams in terms of what I wanted to do with my life, I don't even think I was thinking about it. I was just going with the flow, innit? Then as time goes on, it's like, I'm 25. What do I want to do? Like, I've kind of done the road stuff. I've been involved, had problems, like, you get me? Scars on my body to show. It's been there, but I haven't got nothing to show from it, apart from negative stuff, innit? So I thought, you know what, let me actually stop and try and do this stuff. So I got my first job at 25. I was working in co-op. I tell her that actually. I was working in, I was working in co-op. And that was the humbling experience for me, because I always looked down on working, because I'm used to man having money around me all the time and doing stuff that will inevitably get you the fast money. It never worked for me, really. So when I started working there, I saw the value of working hard, innit? But in that time, I was still being myself. So I used to record the content in co-op. So I used to do like freestyles with the spices. So like coriander, I'll be like, oh, I saw a girl in the coriander. Like, and it would be a thing that people would watch my stories. And I remember one random guy followed me. He goes, bro, I rate you because you're being yourself, and I can see you're grinding. Because I was there from 7 a.m. to 11. That was my thing. Because I needed peas, bro. I was like, I need to work hard, bro. And anyone that knows me in that co-op would know that guy was always at work, bro. And then, so then I did that. Then I was in uni at the time as well. So after uni, I would go straight to go and do my work, innit? So then I met someone who basically introduced me to like working in like the field of like social work, innit? Because I wanted to really give back. From what I've gone through, I felt like me getting that job was the staple of me changing my whole life, innit? So
I know a lot of men that's gone through all the gangs and stuff like that, and they always end up going into social or being like a youth, help out with the youths and stuff like that, always speaking to the people. Like, I always go back to my school and stuff and speak to my colleges, but it's like interesting.
No, because I feel like it's man's duty to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I was working in co-op. That's nothing in comparison to like becoming a Premier League football player. That's a whole different comparison, but just me being able to do that, I felt like I need to tell other people that they can do it as well. And you can still be yourself. You can still,
100%.
you know, chat to gal, still wear the same clothes as everyone else. Get me? I was still pulling things working in co-op. Always had a fade. Always. What? I was in the till like, excuse me, there's your change. No, next time I got you, man, there's a token. Give him a little wink. That was my vibe.
This is one of the things that I've always loved about you. Like, but I saw when you, right at the beginning, when you come on the scene, and I was on Instagram and I saw you, and I was like, this guy's gonna be big. This guy is gonna be big. Because it's everything you were saying about the gallon thing and all the stuff that you're doing on your stairs in the corridor, and it's like always ending up with something crazy down on the floor.
The rock elbow, people's elbow, and the dab. I had to come and mix that all together, bro.
That was a madness. So I was like, yeah, man has to follow this guy. Like, this guy is funny, bro.
So mad, yeah. So with my manager, like, whenever someone, basically anyone with a blue tick, was following me, I was like, I sent it to my manager, I'd be like, yeah, we're gone, Claire. And I remember I was saying, the first two football players that followed me was you and Colin Kazim Richards. And I remember just thinking, wow, should I just buy my Bentley now? Because seriously, life's changed.
All right, so you might have seen it. Man was one of the first, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? He didn't say Colin Kazim Richards. He said I was first, and then Colin Kazim Richards was second.
Well, but it's like, for me, I felt like that was my little break into like, okay, cool, other people are starting to watch my thing now, innit? So, yeah, excited. Let me go back to what I was talking about in the beginning, about moving on. Yeah, so when I was working at that job, I said, okay, cool, I want to go work in the prisons, innit? So I started working in prisons, to help people. But because I didn't declare my DBS that I had a criminal conviction before, they took that away from me, innit, my job from me. So I was like, I had nothing, innit? Like, I dropped out of uni, left my job,
and then I had obviously left the working in the prisons, and I was actually a mentor trying to help young people as well. So then I said to myself, I was kind of like down in it for like a good 7 to 8 months, innit? Like all I was doing was going gym, because it was the only thing that I could go to that I didn't have to pay for, and it actually was good for my brain as well, innit? And in the meantime, I was just walking up and down Peckham Rye, recording videos. So I would record people, whether it would be like a madness is happening, or I'd be moving to a girl, or anything, innit? And I just posted it on my social media, on my Snapchat, and then on my Instagram. And then before you know it, it's like, I was getting bare people saying, "Raw, who is this guy? Like, this is mad. I've never seen anything like this before." So I kept doing it. Like every time I would record the video and upload it, I felt like someone had given me 10 grand.
Yeah.
Because it gave me that sense of, I know it's gonna happen. Like one video is gonna hit. Like one of these pages are gonna post it. Because I refused to ever pay for promo. I said, no, my stuff is peng. This is the real deal. You need this content to get your 100,000 views and 500,000 views and all of that other stuff. And I remember the day I knew that my stuff was powerful was when I dropped a video, and then Grime Daily posted it on their Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of the first videos on the Instagram that hit 1 million views. So for me, I was like, okay, cool. 1 million people have watched this, and I see the comments, people are laughing. I've got something here. And then from then, I just literally went tunnel vision. I was like, I've been so broken before, that the only option I have right now is to go tunnel vision. I need to go crazy. I'm seeing people go mad, celebrities overnight. I don't want to be like that, but I really want my buzz to be very quick. And I think that's one thing I was able to do because of the hard work. Do you get me? And then you have good people that start to share your stuff, and before you know it, you've got a community of people that are supporting you that you didn't even know you had. So thank God and blessings, man, for it, man.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable story, man.
Nah, it's mad still. I don't think I've even told anyone like this.
Serious?
In that depth as well. I had to take a breather there. I had to take a little breather there, bro. But that's real, man. It's a real story.
No, that's sick. Your story is a joke. Like, it's one of the things where your story sounds like my story, where my story, all the struggles and keep getting knockbacks and things like that. But in the end, you've managed to get to where you are now, and it's the holy grail, basically.
But even with you, though, like, when you look at your career, though, and like, you actually look at it and say, okay, cool, I remember when I was at that club, and I remember I was there, and I remember I was there. Like, does it ever hit you that, do you ever get like imposter syndrome? Like, I've done it. Like, I'm living what exactly I said I was gonna do, or what people didn't believe I was gonna do. Because I struggled with a lot of people not believing in man's dream. Yeah. Did you ever feel like, or do you ever just get like, raw, pinch yourself? I'm actually that guy.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
I'll wake up. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, bro, I play Premier League football, bro.
Mad.
Like, if I'm fit, man's starting for West Ham. I'm back in London playing for West Ham when I was 17, being a lifeguard. Like, still to this day, I pinch myself and I wake up and I go, man, I've got 4 kids. 4 kids, West Ham striker, like living my dream. Which one thing I've always said like, I'm gonna be professional, but a lot of people say they're gonna be professional, like not being able to be professional. Man was a lifeguard. I was a lifeguard.
Saving Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
What's the guy from Baywatch?
Hasselhoff, Hasselhoff. Yeah.
Was you ducking down? What beach was it? Southend. Ducking down the pebbles and that. Oh shit, my fault. Just get me. No, but it's mad. I love that though. See that story, lifeguard to Premier League player.
Well, it's a madness. I want a good lifeguard. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a good lifeguard.
Some people drowned on their watch.
Man saved lives. Yeah, I saved lives. Man saved 3 lives out there. Yeah. Man's a hero to people right now. Yeah,
they're gonna remember.
Listen,
he's a good striker, boy. He saved my life. He's a good striker, I promise you.
But man saved 3 lives. I didn't once get in the water to save him.
Wow. Just shouted.
I had a long pole. I was like, grab on the pole.
Get your ass over here, boy.
Yeah, grab the pole. All right, hold it. Yeah. Climb out. That was it. There was no need for me to go in. I'm in danger of my life.
For you, you must have mad.
Listen.
You must have crazy.
Listen.
But even so, like, that's what I love. Because for me, there's a lot of people that have it easy, innit? Like, your dad knows this man, and your dad knows that guy, and you know what, you're gonna play. You're gonna play, don't worry. You're crap. We're gonna wait until you get better, and then you can play. But with you, like, I know that it wasn't easy.
Bro, so many knockbacks. So that's what I'm saying. Like, your story is the same as mine. Like, I had so many knockbacks. So many people telling me you can't do it. So much people telling me you're not good enough. So much people telling me that basically I'm too raw, I'm not technically good, blah, blah, blah. And
What does that do for you though, like when they're telling you stuff like
it
that?
drives me more, because one thing, and that's one thing I like about you is my self-esteem is what made me. My belief in myself, my own opinion is the opinion that matters to me. Because there are so many different opinions out there, because every single person has an opinion. Every single person in the world has an opinion. So right now in this room, there's cameramans, there's directors, there's everyone, blah, blah, blah. They all have a different opinion. So if I care about their opinions, that's too many opinions for me to control in my own mind.
True.
So if I control just one opinion, that one opinion matters to me, that opinion's gonna keep driving me and keep pushing me to where I need to be.
Yeah, that's dope, because I feel like every success story has that motive behind it.
Yeah.
It's like no one ever believes someone that is the underdog, because it's easy to say, yeah, you know what, nah, he's just gonna go, he's gonna be a lifeguard forever. He's gonna just be diving in the water for the rest of his life. It's easy to say that, but I feel like why I didn't listen to no one was because you don't understand what I believe I can do. Nobody did. Nobody understands. Like even now, you probably say, Harry's probably going to be doing this next year. But if I tell you I want to be doing that next year, you're not going to comprehend it until I show you. And I think that's one thing that I always kept within myself, innit? Like, bro, to do what I do doesn't even make sense, bro. I was jumping off stairs, jumping off banisters. That to this day I don't know how they've stayed sturdy, bro.
But some of the stuff I saw you doing this staircase, I was like, this guy's actually too funny.
Yeah,
like,
but I think I'm mad. I always say this, yeah? I say the most successful people are crazy to some capacity.
they have to be.
Because you need to want this more than anyone else. And I think what you're willing to do to get there can come across very mad.
Yeah.
Because, put it this way now, say I had just jumped on the stairs 5 times and I'd never done a video again, you'd think this guy's a madman, all he does is jump off stairs. But I've taken the narrative of the stairs, got your attention, and I want to show you something more. Because I can't jump off stairs for the rest of my life, these knees. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I'm not Meg the Stallion. I don't have good knees, you know what I'm saying? But I know that like that was just to get everyone's attention so I can show you the bigger part of the puzzle, which is what I'm doing now, innit? And I think that's why the other day I dropped a stairs video as an appreciation to everybody, because that concept was what made me. And I'll never forget that. So sometimes you get lost in like where you are now, and you have to always go back to that humble beginning so the essence is there again. And I think that's one thing I'm always reminded of where I'm from, like my humble beginnings, because I ain't that guy that's gonna be the Gone Clear guy who doesn't remember all my brothers are coming with me.
That's it.
They have to, because you lot built me up when I was down, so how dare I not? And I look at the same with the people that follow me and support me. You lot are the reason why you was able to see the video, because you made it get to the explore page, and you know what I'm saying? So that's why I always just go back to the basics with everything I do, man.
So obviously we talk about your come up and what made you want to do this and stuff like that. Now I'm thinking, what are you thinking for your future? What plans do you have? What's the next steps? Because obviously I've seen other people in your situation, let's say Mo the comedian now, like he's basically doing what you were doing. Now he's on TV shows and stuff like that. Is that your next step? Is that what you're planning to do?
Yeah, so like with me, my plans are in motion now. So there's things that I'm working on that are TV based and like are bigger than what I'm doing right now. But my dreams are, I don't even know if I even know what I want to do, because I'm able to do anything. I'm in that headspace right now. I feel like anything I put my mind to, I can genuinely do. Like I've always wanted to get into acting, because like I was saying to you, I used to reenact so much films. There'd be films that I can tell you the word for word from now, because I've watched it so many times. I know the mannerisms, I know everything. And that's something that I kind of do with my entertainment. Not to say it's act, but I'm genuinely giving you a part of my character, which I'm expanding to you. So I want to definitely get into acting, businesses as well. I want generational wealth, man. I've got a son as well, so I'm really trying to make smarter decisions for my family and everyone involved as well, so that this is Harry Pinero, but Harry Pinero's birthed a whole family generation worth of opportunities.
You want
as
the
well.
Jay-Z thing?
Yeah, big, like Jay-Z's opened up the door to like what you can do if you are smart and you use your talent wisely. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm really just trying to just get in that bag right now, man. You get me? And you never know, like the way I feel like right now, I could actually play in the Premier League.
I didn't mean to laugh with the
I know,
situation.
funny,
Yeah,
Then
but
he
the
says.
thing is, like,
That's the way I see things.
Like,
and guys, for the people watching, this is when they say to you, you got to watch people close to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll shoot your dreams down when you're trying to do your thing.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
where obviously it's one of the things where everyone has their opinion, innit?
Yeah.
I've kind of just showed my opinion.
Yeah, you
innit?
showed your
I just
opinion
showed my
bait
opinion,
in front of me. You get me? No, but you get me? I'm just...
Harry Pinero, 29, and saying, yeah, all right, you know what? I'm scrapping my influence. I'm
gonna do the MJ
YouTube.
thing. You see, MJ went to go and do b-ball.
Yeah.
Basketball, from basketball to baseball.
Yeah.
And he stank at it.
But he went from sport to sport.
This is kind of a sport.
This is
you
know what? We're talking sport. We're talking sport. We know that you're a big United fan.
Yep. Massive.
You have a lot to say about the team.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
It's documented.
Yeah. A lot to say.
Yeah.
Now you're talking in front of a footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who, like, I want to know, like, what do you think about United this year? Obviously, right now they're pushing, top of the league.
I think with United, we've been starved of success for so long. Yeah, like, everyone knows when you was younger, United, Arsenal, main teams in England. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Chelsea's and all of that stuff started coming about, and then it became no longer a 2-horse race. It was more 4 or 5 horse race. Yeah. And because of that, teams have got stronger. So United haven't obviously adapted to all of that stuff. So in that meantime, man's been struggling, bro. Yeah? You see, people that know me, I'm a very, very cocky guy when it comes to my team, yeah? And when I was younger, I used to talk the most. I would be the guy that says, oh, Van Nistelrooy's going to score a hat-trick. Like, and he probably would. Yeah. And it gave me a sense of confidence, and that's been drained. But right now, I feel like we've finally got like a rhythm and where we're playing good football. We're getting actually results from games. Do you know what I'm saying? So a game where we should have probably lost, we're winning. Yeah. We're coming back from losing positions and winning games, top of the league. We've only lost 3 games this season, and last season, I don't even know how much we lost, but we was 30 points off the top. So for me, it's the progression, and I'm absolutely so gassed, that you see me talking about it. I go on Sky Sports and talk about it. I tweet about it, Snapchat. Wherever social media is at, I'm talking about Man United. And I think, for me, I'm just so happy right now because the league just seems very good. Like, any team, look at where West Ham are. Look at where your team are, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Even you lot, like, against us the other day, you should have won that game. But, you know, the way the cookie crumbles, you get me, you didn't win. So, and I'm not disappointed about that because I remember speaking to you, I was talking and I was like, bro, don't score against us. He goes, oh yeah, I'll try not to. It's like, you know SpongeBob? 2 weeks later. It was 24 hours later. This guy's bagging it. Did you get me? So, it is what it is. That's why we've got a little bittersweet relationship right now until the season's done.
Like, I hear what you're saying, like, but I've seen your posts as well. Yeah. So, what do you think about Ollie?
All right. Now, earlier on in the season, I was going through something. And like, my tweets weren't. I weren't in the right space. Yeah. So when you saw me dissing Ollie, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
Yeah, it was hacked.
It wasn't that.
No, jokes aside. But with Ollie, I had my doubts in the beginning, innit, because I genuinely felt like the Man United job in general was a hard job to do. Like the amount of media attention that you get on that job is probably second to none, innit? So I thought that was going to cause problems and our results weren't looking the best. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but then I should have known that there's something special about him. Yeah. When we was, I think, 12th before lockdown. Yeah. And then after lockdown, we ended up being 3rd in the Premier League. So you got to give credit where credit is due, innit?
Not to be fair, one thing I say with United is they had one manager for 26 years. So his philosophy was stamped into that place. Like, so for a new man to come in and try and change that, it's basically impossible. So that's why it's one of the things where it's taken their time for them to start getting to the situation that they're in now, because they should always been in and around it, always trying to win the Premier League. Yeah. But because someone's been there for 26 years, it's like basically you being with a chick for 26 years, and you've broken up with her. But you ain't gonna have a clue what to do with yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna be lost.
You'll be lost.
You're gonna be waking up in the morning thinking breakfast is gonna be there and it's not there.
It's not there.
You're not used to it. You're thinking,
not
where is the eggs?
You're at home, you're chilling,
Avocado.
and she's
Where
not there.
there?
And you're thinking, oh, maybe I should cook. Oh, I can't cook.
Can't. No, she has left. I've definitely signed the contract to say that we are not together no more. This is harassment. Let me leave her alone.
Exactly.
Like, but that's the thing. I think we didn't understand that. We're fickle fans, United fans, and more importantly, I think any team that has used to success doesn't know the feeling of not having it anymore. It's very alien to them, innit? So it's taken us a long time to realise that we are not that team that we was before, innit? So when David Moyes came and Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, these are all managers that are relatively good managers and have had success within teams, but the United job's a different job. Yeah. You're going to have to deconstruct the whole structure of that club, like you said, and build your own one. That's not easy to do. No. And I think every manager that's come and tried to do it has seen how difficult it is. Yeah. It's not hard. Then you have the fans and then you have the media. It's a lot to be a manager of United. That's why I give it to Oli, because he's been able to weather all of that and still been able to get results out. Even when players are rumoured to leave, there's still squad harmony and we're still able to get results. So for me, that shows me that you've got good management skills. And on the pitch as well, we're seeing what he's doing as well. So, I mean, I was wrong, innit? I was wrong. Yeah, I don't know everything about football. There's other things I'm better at, as you know. Yeah. But you get me, that's one thing I was wrong about. But I'm happy I was wrong.
Well, that's good, that's good.
It's better to be happy than to be sad. Do you know what I mean?
So, obviously, we've gone from your career, we've now gone from your love, football.
Yes.
We're now going to your heart.
Yes.
And which is your missus and your baby. Sai, I don't even know what your baby's called.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to tell people.
You don't tell people?
Because,
yeah, that's good to be fair.
You know, the way it is with social media right now, I would want to give no information about a precious, innocent little baby that doesn't even need to know anything about this social media world. That's what his dad and mum are doing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But he is like a proper blessing that's changed my whole outlook on life, innit? Like, I always say, like, that's something I've always wanted. I always wanted to have kids. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And you say it until it happens, and it's always like the biggest wake-up call ever. Yeah. And then my missus is who delivered that. So the love I have for both of them is astronomical. It's next level. Do you know what I mean? So, but it's like every day you see something and it gives you more of a reason why you need to be happy and why you need to go hard and why you need to just be the best person you can be. Forget being the best dad. Like that's mandatory. But person, you have to be the right person. There's certain things that I was doing beforehand, before I had my son, that I can never do now. You know what I'm saying? I've had to channel that. You get me? I can't be getting annoyed quickly. No. And my son can't be seeing his dad getting angry so quickly. My girl was saying to me the other day, she goes, you get annoyed at a lot of things, but I never see you get mad with him. Like, and that's what I want. I want to be able to see, I want my girl to see, okay, cool, he's actually becoming a better man. And also, he's getting more mature. Yeah. And I see you, I commented on a post you did about your kids, and I was just like, you did it. Like, you've actually did what most men want to do, which is have a beautiful family and still be able to provide and be living your life. Like, you're actually living the dream. So for me, I feel like that's the real dream. Yeah. You could be like a billionaire, but the real dream is when you have your family there and it's a real unit. Like, you wake up in the morning, your daughters or your son runs to you and says, Daddy, and that stuff there, bro, trust me, man, there's no feeling that's better than that.
I have a saying.
Yeah.
I have a saying.
Talk to me now.
Kids are the best, worst things in life.
I know what you mean, man. Trust me.
Kids are the best, worst things in life. As in, you'll never, they have your heart. They're the best things. Like, you could walk through the house, they jump into your arms, and you don't feel the love like you have for your kids. Like, but then, 3 a.m. wake up calls.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they're throwing up on you. Yeah. The pooey nappies. No, forget that. Buying the nappies. Buying the wipes.
So
buying the clothes.
People don't know, yeah? People ask you, what do you want for your kid? Stupid people will say, can you get him some Gucci trainers or some Nikes and stuff. Get that kid nappies, wet wipes, and food. That's all that matters. You see me jumping off stairs on YouTube, there's a reason. It's a recession, yo. Trust me. When you said best and worst, I think every parent that's going to watch this is going to understand exactly what you mean. When I'm chilling, 5 a.m. and I got to shoot at 10, and I'm hearing, yeah, and it's mad because you can't say nothing to it.
Yeah.
You can't even say, be quiet.
Yeah.
Or chill out, bro. You have to pick him up and feed him.
Yeah.
But the maddest thing about that feeling is you'll be angry feeding him, then he starts smiling.
Oh.
And it's like, yeah, you winner. You
Yeah.
got me.
Yeah.
You got me there. You got that heart and you're winning. So, bro, yeah, man, it's beautiful though, man. Like, and I one day want to have a big family like how you have as well and just be able to say, yeah, go and get that remote now and bring it here.
But that's what you have kids for.
Bring it now.
So you have kids for.
I want to, you know what I want to do? I want to call my son one day when he's 45 minutes away, call him and say, come to the house, I need you to do something urgently. I need him to come into the room and the remote to be there. And I want him to just bring it to me and I'm going to say, yeah, bring that remote here. Okay, you can go now. And I want to see his face because I just want to do it. It's just something I want to do.
The thing is, you've said this, yeah?
Yeah.
My dad, yeah, we had a 3-bed terrace house.
Yeah.
And my room was basically the furthest room, so you have to go up the stairs and you got to turn, you got to go around, and my room's right at the end. My dad will be downstairs in the front room, and the kitchen is, so you go downstairs, you walk past the front room, and the kitchen's down there. So my dad would be like, Michael!
Yard
Michael! Michael! And I have to answer, so I'm like, yes, Dad. But he's not talking.
Yeah, he's waiting for you to come.
He's like, Michael! I'm like, yes, Dad. Michael! Because I had to say yes, Dad. You couldn't just say yes. So it'd be yes, Dad. Yeah? So I'm like, he wants me downstairs. I walk downstairs. I go, yes, Dad. He goes, get me a drink from the fridge.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Listen, the burn in the chest. Yeah.
You just want to go, get yourself! You silly man! What are you doing? You could never.
The burn is, never. I couldn't even show it in my face.
Yeah. You have to make it seem, I'm so happy to get you this drink.
Yes. It's unbelievable.
But I think, you know what it is now, yeah? I feel like I can't do that to my dad now. Got to do it to my son. Chain of command. You've got to pass it down. He needs to feel the same way I felt. Because for me, I feel like that story is what probably had happened to him.
100%.
So he's like, yeah, I must get Michael in. I must get him. I must get. But I love that though, because it's just the beauty of growing up. Because for me, again, like, my dad was one of those very militant dads, but a beautiful soul. Yeah. It's just that we never got to see the beautiful soul that much because I was so naughty, you get me? And I remember, like my dad used to say to me, don't worry, when you have your own, you do the same. And I get it now. Yeah. So I remember when my son got delivered, I called my dad and I was like, no, Dad, I'm sorry. I apologize, man. And he goes, oh, no, you haven't seen nothing yet. Yeah. He goes, don't worry, you haven't seen nothing yet. So even like when I call him and I'm like, he calls me and he goes, oh, how's my grandson or whatever? And I'm like, Dad, bro, I had no sleep. He goes, I told you. Because I told you. Like, he must feel so excited right now. He's thinking, he's going for it. Look, man, poor son.
Man, it's crazy. Like, even with my sons, like, I got 3 boys and a girl.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. And like, my oldest now, I do the exact same thing like my dad did with me. Because I'm like, you know what? It works.
Yeah, of course it does. It's a tactic.
It works.
It's like a military tactic.
Because everyone wants to try and do their own thing, go, nah, I'm going to do it different to how my parents did it, blah, blah. But I've gone, no, look how I turn. Because I wouldn't step a foot out of line. Like, obviously, at school and stuff, I misbehaved and stuff like that.
I behaved as if my parents don't beat.
No, you didn't.
I behaved like that. Because then I'd always get the call, like, that they would call my parents and I'd know at 3:30 I'm walking home to a death match. Yes. So I'd be walking home thinking, oh my God, I forgot. I'm not from Jamaica. I'm actually from Africa where they wipe you. So I'd be like, alright, cool. So I'd get home now and it's like my dad would act like they haven't called. Yeah. So I'll be thinking, oh, maybe they didn't call today. Bro, he would finish his food, he'd be like, okay, come. Because I got a call from school, like you was talking back in the class. Then as soon as no, it's okay. Go and get that belt. No, it's okay, go and get. And that, for me was just like, all right, cool. Obviously, I can't do that with my son right now, so my way is gonna be different. I'm probably just gonna say, do you know what, I said, no, you can go out. And I'll take all these trainers, so he has nothing but socks to go out with. I say, if you really wanna go out in your socks. That's what I would do.
That's a shout.
That's a shout.
That is
so for all the parents out there, Use that word instead of beating your child.
Yeah, me, what I do, I empty his room, bruv.
Oh no.
Empty it. Always games, books, bruv. And I'll go, all right, sit in your room.
Oh, learn.
Sit in your room. Nah, no books. It's prison, bruv. Sit in your room, bruv. Sit in your room.
No, but
I'll leave him there for 3 hours.
That's wake up. That's a...
Wake up, bruv.
But you know what? He's definitely said he wants to kill you. When I was a kid, and my dad would do something like that, kill him. Nothing ain't gone.
Bruv, because literally, yeah, like, my son's 9 now, innit?
Yeah.
But he thinks he's 14. And he wants to be 14. To the stage where, like, I put all the kids in bed early, so they all get to bed at, like, 7:30. But he's like, but I'm older than the other two. The other one's 5 and 4, and then 6 months. I'm older than the other two. Can I not stay up a bit later? So I'm like, all right, cool. Stay up. Another half an hour. So he's buzzing off this half an hour. But then, at 11 o'clock, man's in his sleep. When he's meant, I go my extra half an hour. At 11 o'clock, I go in his room. He's awake, bro. Chilling. The thing is, he's chilling, not doing anything. He just wants to be awake. So I'm giving you extra half an hour. You're taking an extra 2 hours. What am I giving you half an hour?
Where's the correlation there? Yeah, I feel like I think that's just a kid thing. Like you always wanna. Like I used to, go to bed, pretend I'm sleeping, and put my ear to the door just to hear who's coming in the house, what they're talking about. Like I want to hear your financial situation, mum. I want to know how much you got paid this week, so I can ask for these trainers. I used to be that kid, and then the minute they're running down the steps, boom, 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 in my bed. These times I'm breathing heavy. And if they really come and check it, I'm screwed. Do you get me? Like, I remember one time, my parents used to always lock my door a certain way. And then one time I got cheeky and I went to the stairs. I just wanted to listen to what everyone was talking about. My dad bust the door, and the way I ran, he heard me. I jumped, innit? So he's heard the poof. You know what he said to me? He didn't even come into the room because all his friends were there. He's gone, tomorrow. He's gone tomorrow. So I couldn't sleep with a good conscience, bro.
You know.
What do you mean tomorrow? I wanted to go upstairs and say, do it now. Do it now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it now. That's bro, trust me, man. Like when I think about like my childhood, that's what's giving me my memories. That's what's giving me my morals. Is because like although we tried to rebel, we couldn't. 100%. And I think we learned our lessons. We knew when, okay, cool, like the fear I had for my parents, sometimes it weren't healthy because it's like, even though I'm being bad, of course, what do I expect? I'm going to be in trouble. But the fear I had was more a respect thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I know what you guys do for me, and I appreciate it.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
Like my mum's old, my dad's passed now. But my mum's old now. Got cataracts, can't really see. But still to this day, I remember once last year, she was calling me, she was annoying me, like, just getting on my nerves. To say to her, I was like, I can't deal. First time ever. Hang up the phone with my mum,
Oh, God.
She called me back instantly. Did you just hang up? No, I never.
Connection. You see where we are, the connection, Wi-Fi.
Connection, hang up. I told you I got bad connection in the house. You know, he just cut off. I was walking at the time, so he just cut off.
Good save.
She was like,
great save.
She went, oh, I thought so.
Yeah, she would come here and knock you to sleep.
Listen, can't see, but she'll make me stand in front of her to punch me in the face.
Michael,
wait. And she'll be there, lining it up.
That's like my grandma, When my grandma came over, the same thing, she couldn't see, so she came over here to get good eye surgery, but she was too scared to get it, so they ended up giving her eye drops that would help her, but they're only temporary, So there was a time, my friend came into my house and we used to go outside to just go and smoke or whatever, and we used to act like we can't, like maybe step correctly around her, and she'd always just know we're coming. It's like she had her senses. She used to say, go back. These times she can't see where we are, she just go back. And that's what used to scare me because I was thinking, how can you see? Like, but it's just, I think it's just the mum's intuition. They just know, don't play with me, go back. Imagine it's so scary, man. I just shook at them from the words.
But scared.
Like, shook to bits, bro. But I think that's where the love comes from though. Like, man's love for my mum is also from before it used to be like, I'm scared of my mum. But then I always know my mum loves me. now we have the best ever relationship. It's like, I'm fine. It's like I'm looking after you now.
Exactly.
And it's the other way around, and I wouldn't have it any other way, man. Do you get me? Beautiful things.
Beautiful.
And we're getting soppy.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry. One thing I always wanted to ask about you as well is because we spoke about earlier, but it's more about dealing with, because it's a bigger scale than to me, because it's kind of like the world's watching you. And it's like, how do you deal with like not being in form and knowing that I can score goals, but it's just not working? They've put balls into the box, I've missed a sitter and whatever, and the crowd's on me, and the media's saying, oh, has he lost it and whatever. How do you deal with that? Because I always feel like that's an elite mentality to have with playing in front of 30, 40,000 people every week and still being able to play knowing that, okay, cool, I haven't scored and it's been this amount of games, but I'm still gonna do it. How does that work for you?
It's hard, to be fair. It's one of those ones where, like, as a footballer, you've got to be out there to perform. Doesn't matter everything you do during the week. So we train 4 or 5 days a week for that one day, for you to not turn up on that day. And then don't matter how well you're doing in that week, no one sees that. It's what you do on that day. It's about keeping the same thing as before. Like, it's about keeping your own opinion, but keeping your mind saying you've got here. You've got here because of what you've been doing. So it might not be working for you, but you got to keep, it's all repetition. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. As soon as you get in the right positions again, you might not score that one, but all right, you're going to get another opportunity. One thing in football, you're lucky, is that you'll get another opportunity. Even if it's not at that club, you're going to get it at another club. You're going to get that opportunity, and next time you get it, you take it. If you don't take it that time, you're going to get another one. Just take it. Make sure you get an opportunity, you take it, and then you just keep working. And this day and age now with football, it's not about the mistakes that you're doing, it's about your work rate. Every team, all the best teams now, it's about, they don't want players who are not going to work for the team. It's about the chemistry, it's about the person, everyone working for each other. And so if you're technically not working out that day, which is because you're human, things are not going to work out, where as long as you're working hard for the team and you're showing that you're going to give 100%, the fans respect you for it, your manager respects you for it, and your teammates respect you for it.
I think that's it, because when I watch you, I always look at you as a very, very hard worker. Someone that has to work harder than everyone else. And I think with me as well, age wasn't on the best side of me. Look at these people that come into the game, it's usually early doors. They've hit the ground running. And I feel like with me and you, I feel like you've peaked at a later age in comparison to you people that peak early. And I think the same with me. And the reason why I asked you that question was because I had that doubt where, like, I finally got my position to do what I need to do, whether it's a good job or it's a good opportunity, and I never usually would take it. And it always used to dent my confidence to make me feel like I can't do something. So, and the reason why I asked that is because yours is on another level where it's like, remember, you got family that's watching you that have to look at what other people got to say, and then you're like, oh, do you know what? I'm getting calls, are you all right? And it's like, to have that mental capacity to deal with that is mad, because people don't look at you as humans.
No.
And I've realised that with a lot of football players that I speak to, or even people that's in any industry, when you've made a certain amount of money or you become successful, they think you're alien to that stuff. So again, I wanted to ask you another one, like, how do you deal with like comments as well, like mean comments? Because with me, I wanted to reply to people and say, okay, you know what, why don't we just do this bank statements? Let's have a look how much you earn. Because if you don't earn money from anything that helps you get paid to blog and to talk rubbish, then why are you doing it? You're basically, in essence, talking rubbish for free. And I've had to distinguish between that. I'm a person that people would want to be, because I've never ever heard a hater, someone who's winning talk bad about another winner. If anything, you embrace it. So I've had to distinguish from that from early. But how did you deal with that?
When I was younger, I didn't deal with it well. It used to like knock me. So it got to a stage where if I had a bad game, I would point blank not go on Twitter, not go on Instagram, not go on anything. I would just literally avoid it. But there was stages where I used to reply. I used to reply. So obviously, I grew up. Where I grew up, if man's trying to cuss me, man is cussing you, innit?
Straight.
So
in your
there were a
face.
couple of times where I was replying to people, and obviously I'm cheeky, innit? I got little things, but obviously I can't say nothing where I'll get fined. So I don't want to lose my money, innit? So there's one guy who used to batter me, like just like cane me constantly. And I was like, you know what? Let me have a look at this guy. Clicked on his profile, yeah, and then looked at the man. And he called me fat, innit? Yeah, and I went, fuck, you call me fat? Like, I put up a
How dare you?
I put up a picture of me and I went, how do you call me fat, bro? I was like, have you seen how baggy your vest is? It's like, yeah, it says gym, but I don't see any type of gym experience.
Yeah, go on, shut him down.
Like, shut him down, yeah? And then obviously, he's responding. I was like, ooh, have I touched some feelings?
Yeah. You have to draw them out sometimes.
Draw them out.
Yeah.
Have I touched some feelings? Yeah. And then he's like, oh, we should get AIDS, blah, blah. I was like, I've won.
Yeah.
I've won. I'm in your head. Okay, go have a good night's sleep. I know you ain't gonna sleep. I'm in your head, mate. And literally, so there was just those type of things I used to respond. But now I'm at a stage where I'm like, you know what? Just ignore him. I've got one guy on Twitter.
Non-stop.
Non-stop. I'm not even going to give him airtime.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
He knows who you're talking about.
He knows what I'm
He's
talking
probably watching that. I got 1 minute of fame.
But
Like,
literally, yeah, non-stop. I could be playing well. I could play bad. He just goes, you're a donkey. He just says it. You're a donkey. You're a donkey. Technically, he's probably talking about me technically. It's not a problem for me. I don't care. Yeah, but all he does, no matter how well I play, he'll just put up, you're a donkey. And I'm like, it got to that stage where I actually look forward to seeing it. Because at that stage.
But the thing is, you probably see him one day and he goes, you know what, mate, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just a bit of banter. That's where they probably are, because no one's really going to come to your face and say, I mean, sometimes they will, but it's like, it takes a lot for someone to go out of their way. It must be deep-rooted hate. And I think, again, your circumstances and what you've overcome as well, yeah, is a testament that what they're saying is genuinely just opinions. Because, like you said, bro, we all have opinions and it's based on our own reality. It determines whether it's fact or not. And if you know you feel confident in your ability and you're doing it, you're proving that the way I play football is the way I play football. And I'm a Premier League player. I score goals. I'm in a team that could win the Premier League.
Yes, we can.
Yes, you can. But yeah, but also again, I feel like I always say this, yeah, and people don't understand it. Like, where we're from, yeah, it's a survival mentality. Like, we get it from our parents, we get it from the estates that we're from, we get it from everything we've been through. Allows us to like be ready for this. Yeah. So when you give someone who's come from the hood, yeah, an opportunity like this, we're gonna take it with all we can. Yeah. And I think that's why when you see the mentalities of all the people that's come from the States, whether it's Sterling, whether it's Rashford, even down to Wayne Rooney, bro, being from the streets, you see the way they play, you see the hunger they have. And I think that's one thing I credit to you about, and that's why when we spoke about coming to sit down, I said I'll say it to you as well, because a lot of times you see people, especially black people, that they don't get the credit they deserve from their own people. Yeah. And that's one thing that I feel like of late we're starting to do more. We're starting to see more people just back our own people, because we're all we've got at the end of the day, innit? And I love that you've been able to just do that, because, bro, it's not easy. Especially because I was looking at the clubs you played for as well, and I say, it takes a strong man to say, regardless of this, I'm going to the next challenge and I'm going to keep taking it. Because it's like, that elevation is not normal, bro. And I think you should never think that it's something that's just, it happens to everyone. Do you get me? So credit where credit's due, man. You get me? You get me? I will do what my signed Antonio shirt, you know what I'm saying? So when I do go broke, I can sell it on eBay. You get me?
No problem. You get your £75 anyway.
Don't be like that.
Yeah, last thing I would ask you. Obviously, we know where you grew up. You and I grew up. Obviously, I moved out of my area. Are you still living in your own area?
No, do you know what? Like, the area thing is like, my heart is always on the ends. Like, my family's there, my friends are there. But where I'm trying to get to isn't that. I don't want to be in the ends, like, for the foreseeable future, because that's what we all essentially work to do, to get out of the ends, innit? And you get me? And I'm not to say like I live in the country, but just not where I was raised in it. I feel like it's time for me to move out and see other things. Do you get me? So But then saying that, I always feel a different, like a more. It's mad, yeah, because Lil Durk said it in his bar. Because it's the strangest. It's strange, but I feel safe basically in his hood.
Yeah.
And I get it because it's like that's what is home.
Yeah.
That's always where home is gonna be. Do you know what I'm saying? So you could be living in a mad mansion, yeah, off ends, got everything you could possibly think of in there. And you look on your phone and you see all your brethren outside the shop that you used to be in back in the day, celebrating, I don't know, a birthday. That's gonna hit you.
Yeah. 100%.
Because you're gonna remember, oh man, I remember when I was there as well, innit? And I think that's one thing I never want to lose, innit? That's why, even if I do go mad clear, I'll always have that element. Not to say I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna have my security and all the people outside my shops in the hood, but nah, I'm still gonna be able to embrace it. Still gonna go to my yard shop, still gonna go and check people because that is who I am.
Yeah.
Who I've become is one thing and who I'm gonna become is another thing, but who I am will always be the same. So I just always, yeah, man. I didn't want to leave the hood when I was younger, but when I became a man, it's all about leaving the hood.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be there. And if you're in the hood, it's always a mentality is to get out.
100%.
And I feel like when you're able to do that, it's just about trying to get as much people that you know and you care about out with you as well. Don't kill yourself trying to do it, but it's the goal is to do that.
And since you've left, have you ever heard anything or?
Yeah, you get like people like one thing we realize is whenever you're doing something well, there's gonna come negativity in it, and there's gonna be people that don't think you deserve it.
Yeah.
Same people that won't give you your accolades when you're coming up.
Yeah.
Or when they will give you your accolades when you're coming up and then say you changed.
Yeah.
Like, I always hear this quote, like, people say I changed, like I worked hard to stay the same.
Yeah.
And it's true. So that comes with some sort of jealousy, comes with evil eye. That's why whenever I have something very, very like materialistic or whatever, I don't post it.
Yeah.
I don't like to give people the opportunity to talk or have any negativity towards me, bro. Do you get me? Because that's what it is. It's sad, but it happens, bro.
100%.
Like, I could buy a platinum gold chain. I should be able to feel comfortable to walk in my own ends with that chain, knowing that no one's gonna come and try and grab it. Yeah. But in a reality where we live, that's not the case. So that's why you got to roll with your peoples or roll with something and all of that stuff. So that's why I just don't I don't flaunt stuff like that because it gives people a reason to think that that's something they can even do in the first place when it's not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it comes with it. I think even yourself, you probably have been told things from other people. Yeah, watch out for them people. They're not close with you like how it was before.
100%.
Just because you took, I don't know, 7 months or a year to yourself to better yourself and become a better person, and then when you do become that better person, it's like, oh well, he's changed. Or you don't check for man. What do you want me to be doing? Playing football while I got the phone in my hand? Like, yeah, I'm just crossing it to Noble quickly. I'm gonna shout at you. Like, it doesn't make sense. Do you get me? So, yeah, man, it happens, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But we move. We are winning.
We are. All right.
We're winning the league. So.
Well, this was Outside the Box.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh, anytime, man.
It's been a pleasure.
Shout out to the Buddha head and that. Come on. Social distancing!